You like that? It's just a little bit different. I think I just added maybe like 3 or 4 different types of
Can you hear me? We're here. 93.7 The Ticket to Drive with AD. I didn't know what was going on there for a second. I was.
Is mic on?
Oh no, I can't. We can't hear Nick.
On.
Oh, there he is.
How about now? We're good. We're good. I guess I need my mic unmuted as well.
We're back. We're here. It's Thursday, baby.
Raff's in Alabama, AD's in Washington, D.C., and I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hey, Nick, all I see was your lips moving, man, but I didn't see nothing else going on, dog.
I was like, man, AD left the stream. I was like, all right, sounds good. He's got the camera off or whatever.
I'm out.
Yeah, Raff was like, can you hear me? I'm like, yeah, we can hear you. I'm talking just fine. And that would make sense why you guys couldn't hear the music or anything.
I heard nothing.
You timed it really well. I mean, you timed it really well, man. That was really good.
Spot on.
Professional. That's what we do here.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Yep, that works for me.
Hey, Raff, tell me about Alabama, man. What's popping down in Alabama, bro?
Well, Alabama, we have had volleyball games. I watched 8 matches of volleyball on, was that Tuesday. Watched 8 matches of volleyball. Then I watched a 7th grade football game. The Douglas Eagles won 46-0. So that was a quick game. The first play, they ran like a bubble screen for 65 yards. I go, well, this game's over. But it was fun. You'd have been proud of Maddox, their son. I'll tell you what, he lays the wood. He'd make Ron Brown proud. He goes out and knocks people out playing receiver. It is
receiver as well.
Yeah, I'll have to post a couple of the videos of him just knocking people out.
How old is he?
He is 7th grade.
Nice.
I think he weighs 107 pounds now, and he's benching like close to 150.
Gee whiz.
Runs probably runs about a 4.8 40 now, probably. It's wild.
7th grade.
7th grade. He had like 2 carries for 70 yards. One of his runs, the guy comes up, hits him high, knocks him back. And then the next thing you know, he's got him on the ground. He's taken off down the sidelines, breaks another tackle, and his foot just barely stepped out of bounds, or else he would have had 2 carries, 2 touchdowns, and 100 yards rushing. But
good Lord.
Jeez.
Let me ask you this, Nick. I'm just making sure it's not me. The folks that are streaming in, they're looking. Raff, they got some serious decorations going on in your hotel room back there, bro.
Well, it's in a hotel. This is the Duval Mansion. So
okay, I know. I thought you.
Are those flowers on the wall and everything?
Yeah, we got some flowers. We got some family pictures.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got it all.
I was gonna say, because as you can see in my room, it's a pretty standard hotel room, man. There's not flowers, one painting with their picture or something like that, but there ain't a lot going on in here, man.
Nothing but the best in Bama. Nothing but the best. And then tonight,
go ahead, Raff.
I was gonna say, and then tonight we got senior night they have their daughter Lacey's a senior, so she has her volleyball senior night tonight. So go watch some more volleyball again tonight.
Dude, you've watched a lot of volleyball this week, man.
It might be my career high. I don't think I'd probably watched a live volleyball game. It's been a long time. I mean, I used to go to the old Coliseum and watch the Huskers play all the time back in the Fiona Nepple days and the Lori Meandering Metcalf days and all those days. But it's been a while for me. I'm not like Rico. I gotta link up with Rico now that I'm a volleyball machine. I probably have
to. You brought up some names. What's up, Nick?
AD, we have a text. Chase B says, "Go Capitals." Are you catching a preseason hockey game while you're in DC?
You know what, man? That's probably going to be a hard pass.
Are you out on hockey?
Dude, I don't understand hockey. I mean, I like hockey.
Interesting.
Okay, here's what's wrong. Here's what's wrong with me, man, with hockey. Okay, I just when they fight.
That is a
I
problem.
like seeing some scraps in there, man. I will say this though, man. I'm looking out right now. I really don't see a whole lot. I guess I can kind of take you guys, through there. My view is really not. I mean, you just see the city.
Is that the Watergate?
No, I'm not too far. I'm on Connecticut Avenue, so you can kind of see. It's just the back. I'm kind of the back of the hotel, if you would. So there's not a lot to see back there.
Yeah.
But it's what I love about DC though. So I'm not going to see a Capitals game most likely. I speak later, late morning, and then I speak again late afternoon, and then I won't. It's kind of a reminder to the listeners. I won't be here tomorrow because my flight's at 8:30 Eastern time, which is 7:30 you guys' time. So I won't be on the air tomorrow because I'll be in the air for the most part, and try to do it from the airplane would not be a good idea.
That'd be pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, it would. I was listening to you yesterday on the radio, though, while I was near, but
wow,
it's sketchy, because with in fact we got to we're about 45 minutes into my flight yesterday, and then we had some turbulence. And actually, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. There was a lady that was across the aisle from me. I'm not sure how much she's flown before, and I'm in the air quite a bit, so it's going up and down, up and down. And there was actually one hard one. I'm going to admit, I was kind of like, whoa, that was a little different. But I always look at the flight attendant. If the flight attendant is cool, I'm cool. And we had a dip. We were flying, and it dipped, I don't know how many feet, but it dipped quite a bit. So I just held my laptop like this on the, a little tray table, and I was good. But she goes, oh, I'm not going to say what she said on air, but she said it like loud enough. Everybody kind of like, just kind of looked at her like this. But I'm used to flying, so I wasn't really too concerned about it, man, because the flight attendant was just kind of just sitting there. In fact, the flight attendant he had his phone like this and was still he dipped. He still held his phone and kept texting. So I'm like, it's all good.
if he's not worried about it, I don't need to be worried about it.
No, if he wasn't worried, I'm cool. So it's all good. But no, I'm not going to go to Capitals game. But the thing I love about DC, though, man, there's a lot of things I like about Washington, is that there's always something popping and going on, man. There's always something popping and going on, man. So you always see the black SUVs rolling, like 3 or 4 at a time. Sometimes there's a car in front or a car in back. So, there's some, actually the hotel I'm staying at right now, man, I probably shouldn't say this too loud, but there are like 4 dudes. So it's like 4 rooms down from mine. There's 4 guys in chairs just sitting at this room outside the room. They all got
really?
suits. They all got
we lost
suits.
Raff.
We lose Raffy?
Lost Raff. Anyway, okay, so they all got suits on. They're just sitting outside?
Yeah, they're just sitting outside, dude. And even this morning when I went down for breakfast, man, they were just sitting outside, and they're just sitting with their hands, kind of folded like this, but they're sitting right outside the room. So I'm thinking that must be an ambassador or something like that going on, man, because it's been that way since I checked in yesterday, late afternoon, man. They're all just sitting outside.
That's wild. Like, I've also seen some of those where they'll like have their hands like down, like at their waist or whatever, crossed. And one of the hands will be a fake hand. They'll actually have their real hand like just on a weapon.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah, like when super important people are walking down the street or something or in public, they'll be walking and it looks like they have their hands like crossed at their midsection, but in reality it's a fake hand. One of those hands are a fake hand and they have their real hand on a weapon on their side. It's unreal.
See, I haven't seen. Do you know what though? I've probably seen it and just not paid attention.
It's wild, like because it doesn't look fake. Obviously, it looks straight up real, but they're just walking,
and they got one hand like a fake hand, just sitting like right.
They got one fake hand, and then they have their other hand holding on to the fake hand, basically their real hand, and then their other real hand is just on their side, right by their weapon.
See, I'm about to go check. Hold on, man. No.
No. Just ask to shake their hand. Ask to shake their hand right now.
Shake your hand.
No, but it makes sense. Like it makes it quicker and stuff. So I get it, but it's crazy to think about just that how much how much precaution they take and things like that. But AD, let's dive into NFL here. So we got Bengals Dolphins tonight. Tua is expected to play.
Tua is expected
to play. Yes. And the Bengals are a 3.5-point favorite and wearing all white uniforms. What are our thoughts and predictions going into this game?
I've seen those all whites online, And those uniforms are pretty excellent. Those uniforms are nasty, man. I like those uniforms. Those
They are.
uniforms are
They're
pretty
clean.
cool.
They're clean.
And me, obviously, the fans, the folks know on the listen, I'm a huge Steelers guy, but I think about it, Nick. I should hate Cincinnati and Cleveland, but I don't. I just don't. Not even Baltimore being division rivals. I just don't. The only team I can't cheer for is, as you know, is the Patriots.
Yeah.
However, those uniforms are nasty. I like Joe Burrow. Here's what I'm going to say, though, about this game, though, man. If the Dolphins defense plays the same way they played against the Bills on Sunday, Joey Burrow's going to be in some trouble. He's going to be in some trouble.
I'm curious. Jake brought up a really good point at the end of during the spillover of with Schaefer and Sip, that the Dolphins put a lot of energy into their game against Buffalo, and
that's true.
now
that was just 4 days ago.
They got to turn around and have a short week.
Yes. Yes.
He mentioned also, Jake said this, that if they are 4-0, if the Bills make it to 4-0, it's the first time they're 4-0 since 1995.
Dolphins.
Like the Dolphins, yeah.
Right.
And like I sit here and I look at the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line, and they still struggle so much to protect their franchise quarterback and Joey B. And like Joe Burrow, they got to win last week. But holy smokes, I just like it's hard for me to say that this Bengals team is up to snuff with the Dolphins, excuse me, because they've lost to no offense, AD, the Steelers. Like they lost to the Steelers and Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys.
Nick, I just looked this up, man. Here's a number for you. And I got a lot of numbers for you this morning. 15 times is the number of times that Joey Burrow has been sacked in 3 games. That's 5 sacks a game. Now think about that. Now, they play 18 games this year, correct? Or is it 17?
Yeah.
18, right?
They play 18 now, yeah.
18 games. You think about this. If he is sacked that many times, he's going to be sacked. Okay, that's an average. Going right now, that means he's going to be sacked 90 times this year.
Yeah.
He keeps going on these averages, 5 a game. No quarterback, no receiver. You can't keep taking those type of hits.
Well, just think about it. I mean, even if we go under average, right? Let's say that, because that's probably what they're going to have happen, go under average. Even being sacked 60 times in a season.
That's a lot, man.
Is a crazy, absurd amount.
And you're taking major shots from dudes, okay?
Yeah.
So let's say if we keep it at the average at 5, but let's say we know he's not going to be sacked 5 times. At least we hope and pray.
We hope
for his healthy. He's not sacked 5 times a game. But even if he's sacked 3 times a game, like you said, Nick, that's 60 times. And that game, and here's the thing about Miami too, and this is real talk. Those guys played a game, a very, very intense, high-energy game. It was extremely hot in Miami on Sunday.
Yeah.
You got 4 days later, and you're playing another game. He's back.
He's back. I was also wrong, AD. The NFL, they moved it. They used to play 16 games. It used to be a 17 schedule or a week schedule. Now it's 18-week schedule. They play 17. They play 17 games. Yeah.
17. Absolutely. That's a lot of times. Raff, we were talking about is the number of the Thursday night game tonight with the Bengals and Dolphins, and just talking about the number of times that Joey Burrow's been hit. Dude, he's been hit a lot. And the Dolphins, it's going to be interesting to see what type of energy they come out with. Obviously, new uniforms are nice, but uniforms don't make the player. You know, that's nice for about the first 30 seconds of the game. And then when you withstand that initial rush, it's time to play football. So it'd be interesting to see how they do with that. I still see, though, the Dolphins winning 24-17.
Yeah, I think there's just too much. Now, it's weird because I look at the receiving core of Cincinnati, and I like it. There's things to like, obviously. Jamar Chase is the first name that comes to your mind, but they also have guys like Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins that are threats and weapons on the perimeter. I just don't know if they can handle Miami's offense on the defensive side of things for Cincinnati. Like I don't know if they can hold Miami to few enough points that they're able to stick with them after a while.
And you guys, did you see the Tyreek Hill interview earlier this week?
Was it about Eli Apple?
He's calling him out.
Well, remember last year after the Bengals beat the Chiefs, Eli Apple got on and just completely just talking a bunch of smack against Tyreek Hill, and that we're going to the Super Bowl, you're going home and stuff like that. So earlier this week, Tyreek Hill did his. He's like, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. I'll see you Thursday. You know, so that's going to be interesting to watch that matchup play out because Tyreek Hill is not messing around.
Well, and Tua said something along the lines of if Tyreek and Eli are matched up, I'm throwing it to Tyreek. So
it's going to be fun.
I would not be surprised if Tyreek Hill has over 150 yards receiving tonight.
So you're getting your fantasy football advice on the drive here today.
Exactly.
Tyreek Hill. Heavy.
I'll read a few texts here, man. Scapper goes, there's no one talking about AD's bag. That's nicer than my house.
It was slick. It was clean.
Hey, is it Scapper or Scaper? Scaper or Scapper? I'm sorry if I screwed it up, brother. My bag, dog. Hey, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you right now. So here's what happened. I went to Marshall's in that bag. You seen it, Nick? I know you seen it too, Raff. I went to Marshall's, man, because my little red, I call him Little Red. My Little Red, man, is he's taking some damage. He's still good. He's holding strong in the paint. But I went to Marshall's, and here's what I did, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the text line. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. How many people got too many freaking socks, man? Just too many freaking socks. I went to Marshall's.
I have enough pair of socks,
dude. No, dude. I got sick of my sock drawer. I got sick of my underwear drawer. Dude, I went to Marshall's. I bought like 30 pairs of new underwear. I know it's TMI. Dude, I did, dude.
If you want to know about an overpriced item, it's underwear. Underwear and socks are the most overpriced items in the world. They can charge an arm and a leg for them because everybody needs them.
Everybody needs them, man. Dude,
I thought for sure AD was going to announce that he was going commando now, but
because I'm free. We already had the FCC regulators sniffing on us yesterday when Rico and Nick was playing Waka Waka.
hey, Waka Flocka Flame,
dude,
is
Nick,
going to be coming to league, man.
I was in the air yesterday flying. Dude, I seriously, people were looking at me because I was laughing so hard. Because Nick, you were laughing so hard. Rico's trying to hit the button to make sure he doesn't hit any swear words on there. I'm in the air and I'm dying laughing, man. I'm dying laughing, dog. Because you guys can hold together, man.
We had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
Dude. First of all, okay.
It was a wild day.
Dude, I was laughing my tail off on the airplane, man. And the steward, he came over, he just looks at me like this. He goes, everything okay? I'm like, yep.
Yeah, everything's just fine. We're Waka Flocka Flames coming to PBA.
Dude, first of all, they better let the fans know this is an adult concert.
Yeah. The children, you got to get out by 9 p.m. You cannot be here.
They will be saying words the next day at daycare that are not appropriate.
If you heard what Rico and I were playing, you couldn't get through one line of the song without two of the bleeps.
Dude,
so
the whole song is boo.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
So, dude, I go to Marshall's and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm tired of trying to find socks that match and everything like that. So I threw out I literally went through my sock drawer. I threw out all the socks that weren't good. If I didn't see a match, I threw them out. So I went to Marshall's. I bought like 30 pair of underwear, man. I got various kinds, man. I got the Tommy, and because they're cheap, they're like $13 for a pack of 4.
Yeah.
You know, you go to like Shields or something like that. No disrespect, because I like Shields, but you go to Shields or something like that, man. You dropping some loot.
Yeah.
You know, you dropping some loot. You know, $20 for 2 pair of drawers. I'm like, nah, dog. I'm not dropping $20, $10 a pair of drawers. So I went to Marshall's. I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of socks, and I seen that little suitcase sitting there, and it's normally like a $200 suitcase. Dude, I got it for $70.
Unreal.
So Scapper, if I'm screwing up the name, forgive me, brother, but I got it for $70. And Nick, no. Here goes Tommy. Nick, no. Quality underwear is different level. At 22, you're fine with a cheap and synthetic crap.
I don't necessarily just get the crappy stuff, but I do. I think underwear and socks are way overpriced. That's just me.
Sanderson
Like
says,
I would love to hear the Coffets or the company's profit loss margins on underwear and socks, because I bet it is just absurd.
dude, I leave socks places, man. I never leave my drawers, but I will leave some socks, in a heartbeat. And Sanderson goes,
I will happily throw away socks if they have holes in them. If they start showing holes, I will happily throw them away.
Dude, I can't. Hey, if I got holes in drawers,
I cannot do holes in socks.
Holes in socks and holes in drawers, I can't do it, man.
Yeah, it's like all right, it's probably time. I've worn these probably 150 times. It's time to move on from this emotional tie that I have with my pair of socks right now.
Sanderson says, apparently I cannot throw away a pair of socks. Sanderson, yes, you can, man. You can do it. You can do it.
Just jump off the ledge. You got it. You got it,
man.
Come on.
I just can't rock with socks, man, that got holes in them. I can't rock with underwear that got holes in them. I'm like, it's time to just get rid of all of it, man.
Yeah, it's time to just detach.
I can't do it. We got to come back and talk about Coolio. Rip Coolio 59. We got and Jake had a cool picture on Twitter. So folks, if you're not following Jake, definitely follow Jake on that. I texted Nick and Raff that last night. I know you guys have seen it, but man, Coolio, Gangsta Paradise rapper, passed away yesterday at 5 p.m. apparently, according to his publicist, at 59 years old, man. Life is short, folks. We'll be back. It's The Drive with AD and Raff and Nick. 90.7 The Ticket.
If you need to sell equipment and trucks, Ritchie Brothers' new Lincoln Satellite Yard lets you free up space at your property and get local access to all Ritchie Brothers auctions. Drop your equipment off and sell it online at any Ritchie Brothers auction, Iron Planet, or via Marketplace E. The yard is at 8801 US 6 Lincoln. It's secure and makes for easy in-person buyer inspections and pickup. Take advantage of this yard to sell at Ritchie Brothers' Great Plains Regional Auction, September 15th and 16th. For details, visit rbauction.com/Lincoln.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And, of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Tractor Supply is looking for full-time team members for their Waverly Distribution Center. Applicants can expect a 3- and 4-day work week schedule with additional overtime days with both day and night shift schedules available. Stand-up forklift and high-reach forklift experience is a plus for open positions, but they're willing to train for those without experience. At Tractor Supply, they work hard, have fun, and make money. Apply today at tractorsupply.jobs. People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com.
Join us on Friday from 2 to 6 on the rooftop at Barry's as we get you ready for Saturday's game on the block with Eric Strickland and Nate Brennan, followed by Old School with Jay Foreman and DP this Friday from 2 to 6 at Barry's on 9th and Q.
Casey's General Stores is giving away 2 tickets to each Nebraska football home game this season. To enter, just head to any Casey's General Store location in Lincoln during the football season, scan the QR code at the front counter, and fill out the online form. One winner will be chosen at random 2 days before that week's game. So head over to Casey's, stock up on all your tailgating snacks and drinks, and register to win 2 tickets to a Nebraska football game, brought to you by Casey's General Store and 93.7 The Ticket.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Bauer Infrastructure is a new name from a well-established brand, and they're paving the way to progress. And they're hiring. Bauer Infrastructure is hiring truck drivers, carpenters, truck mechanics, and equipment operators. And they have industry-leading benefits to maintain a work-life balance. Bauer offers paid time off and paid holidays, a matching 401k plan, medical, dental, vision, life, and disability insurance, a clothing allowance, and more. Start your new career today by applying at BauerInfrastructure.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
I'm sick of the chaos.
Yeah, I am too.
But some people love coaching searches. Like, they love it. This is fun for them. Some people prefer that to having consistency and success, which is odd to me. But if you like chaos, that's your own thing, man.
I used to think that was about 3% of the fan base. Yeah, I'm going more toward 25% now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it.
Oh, man. Drive, AD and Raff. Lost Coolio yesterday.
You and your homies might be lying in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Ooh, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light.
Been spending most of the night living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of the night living in the gangster's
Man, what a song. What a song.
Man,
that's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm just, And folks, I'm looking. What Ralph and Nick, when I sent you guys that yesterday, I think I was telling this to Jake too when I sent him that text. Life is short. It's short. And Nick, we tease you sometimes about your age, etc. But do relish that. Be grateful. Thank God for your youth. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Nick, there's something, Nick, that my mom would always say, and I'm gonna say it to the crowd later today. She would always say this to me. She goes, "The days go slow, but the years go fast. The days go slow, but the years go fast." I'm gonna tell the listeners out there. It may be Thursday, and you guys know I go on this tangent sometimes, man. We call it the AD attitude adjuster. But I'm gonna tell you all this, man. You may be going through something today, this Thursday, and maybe our radio station with all the shows. Jake and Sip in the morning, the drive, the captain show from 10 to 12. We got the water cooler. We got the break. We have old school with Jay and with DP and the evening shows. Except maybe it's a diversion for you, a good respite. Use that. But folks, I'm gonna tell you this: you got to enjoy this thing called life, man, because it goes quick. You may be struggling this morning, maybe going through something this morning, but keep going through. Keep going through. Because the only way through it is through it. And it's tough. It's hard as hell sometimes. I get it. But keep going through. Coolio is something that me and Raff, man, I mean, that came out, 96, Raff, when he came out with that song, man? I think he won a Grammy for it.
I think it was 94, I think.
94?
Yeah, 94. We were playing a lot of it last night, so I was looking at the albums. Because even the one verse was, I'm 24, will I see 25? I'm just like, holy cow, that's just crazy,
It's prophetic. Exactly. You think about that, man, and it's crazy, man. Just to think about what he went through, and just that he's gone now. And someone from our, college days, etc. That he's just gone. So, folks, and we talk a lot about, Husker sports, and we laugh. We talk about underwear and socks and things like that. We try to keep it light, etc. And that's a good thing. But folks, I'm telling you right now, whether you're at your job right now, whether you're driving, going through some bull crap, relationship, family, health related, hey, keep going through. Keep going through because it's so short. That's why I love to see Raff. Raff is one of my best friends, and Raff, he's down there in the South supporting friends, lifelong friends. I'll have a crowd down here later after I get off the show and later this evening that, I know some people in that crowd are going to be hurting, man. I'm very transparent with them. Your speaker does not have it all together. I'm the most dysfunctional public speaker you'll ever hear in your life. Because some of those speakers got it all together. Not this guy, okay? I don't have it all together. I share with them. There are mornings, folks, that I don't want to get out of bed. There are mornings that there are nights to where it's hard for me to close my eyes and go to sleep because it's just grief. Man, grief is a beast, man. It's a freaking monster. And this show, it helps me keep going at times, knowing that you'll be listening and hopefully bring some laughter because I see the texts and I get the calls and I'm hanging out with Raff, I'm hanging out with Nick, and I see the guys in the studio when we do the spillover with Jake and Sip. It keeps you going, so find your calm is what I'm going to say. Find your calm. But man, Coolio, dog, 59. 59. Nick, when did you first get introduced to Coolio, bro?
I heard that song a couple years ago. How sad is that? It was on, I think it was on a video game that I was playing. That's
wow.
how I was introduced to Coolio. As sad as it is to say, that's just the truth.
Wow. And that's okay. At least you get to experience them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thomas and Lincoln says, no offense, but Weird Al is better. No, Nick, have you heard of Weird Al before, Nick?
Isn't he a singer that has like super long hair?
Yes.
He does parodies of all like famous songs and stuff. So.
Nick, you got to pull him, man. You know what, Thomas? I'm going to give you that, man. That's really good. Bubba says, AD is good to hear as a reminder that life is short as I start my 10-week life-changing journey. Bubba, you got this.
You got it, Bubba.
Bubba, and I'm going to see you Saturday. I fly out tomorrow again, so I won't be on the air tomorrow, but I'll fly out. And Bubba, I will be seeing you Saturday morning, bro. Crazy proud of you, man, for starting this fitness journey, man. Crazy proud of you, bro. I'm going to be in that tail. Eric says, do yourselves a favor and watch Coolio's interview on Hot Ones Epic. And you know what, Eric? I'll do that. I appreciate that, bro. First time I heard Coolio was 1, 2, 3, 4 on Jock Jam's cassette tape.
Yeah.
7470 said that. Yeah, 7470 texted it and said that. Absolutely. Yeah, man. He was, you start thinking about that. I was talking to a dude last night here at the hotel, man. Good dude, man. And we were kind of talking about Coolio. He's seen him in concert a number of times. DC always has, obviously a lot of concert things like that. He goes, the thing that was so cool about it, he goes, he was the most welcoming dude I'd ever met in concerts in DC. He goes, we hung out. He just, he was just, very welcome to the people, etc. So again, y'all, life is short, man. Life is short. Get busy living, man. Because here's the thing, Raff. Here's the thing, Nick. None of us are getting out of here alive, baby. None of us getting out of here alive. So we better.
What you talking about?
Cheers to the coffee, man. None of us getting out of here alive, man. We're not getting out of here alive, so we better enjoy this thing called, man. Got thing for us this morning. Thinking about on the airplane yesterday. As I was flying in, I was laughing at Nick and Rico as they're trying to bleep out all the curse words by waka 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 waka.
I feel like I'm in Fraggle Rock right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, there is okay. I want to ask y'all this, man. I want to ask the fans this too. The folks that are listening, the listeners. What are some? I'm not going to go too deep because I want to make sure I can get the studio. I can go in. What are some of your favorite pump up songs, though? Some of your favorite sports pump up songs. What's your go-to when you're in the weight room, man, and you're just ready to get ready for the game? What's some of your go-tos? I want to think about that. Put it in the back burner. Send us a text on the Sorry text line 424-645-685. Send us something right there. Someone said Weird Al saying Amish Paradise.
Yep.
That's
Amish
awesome.
Paradise. I want to go to this. Before we come back from break, is the sellout streak a big deal? Think about that, listeners. We're going to pay some bills. Raff is going to take us out. We're going to come back. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the sellout streak when we come back.
All right, we'll send it to break. 93.7 The Ticket, The Drive.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Tractor Supply is looking for full-time team members for their Waverly Distribution Center. Applicants can expect a 3- and 4-day work week schedule with additional overtime days with both day and night shift schedules available. Stand-up forklift and high-reach forklift experience is a plus for open positions, but they're willing to train for those without experience. At Tractor Supply, they work hard, have fun, and make money. Apply today at tractorsupply.jobs.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You're getting lots of steps in this fall between going to football and volleyball games. Are your shoes getting worn out? For the rest of September, when you stop by Brown Shoe Fit, you can take an additional 20% off the men's clearance rack sale price. The clearance rack has your favorite brands like Brooks, New Balance, Clarks, and more. Hurry in for the best selection in your size. The sale ends September 30th, so hurry in now for 20% off all shoes on the men's clearance rack at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Hey, buying a used vehicle sucks, and the biggest problem is who can you trust? Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto out here at West O Street in Lincoln. Here's what customers have told us they want from us. They want transparent pricing with no games. We have all our pricing on our website, plus a Carfax report. We don't want to buy a lemon. We include a 3-month warranty on all of our vehicles. We don't want to play games. Just make it simple. You saw that with non-commissioned salespeople. Can you trust us? Just check out our Google reviews. Again, this is Carl from Price Right Auto in West O. Check us out at pricerightauto.com.
It's time again for Lincoln's Best Oktoberfest, the 7th annual Piedmont Oktoberfest, October 8th from 5 to 11 p.m. Enjoy dozens of beers, amazing local food, live music, costume contests, stein holding contests, yodeling, and more, with tickets starting at only $33. Live music by the B Street Band, provided by Aloe Fiber, and safe rides home, provided by Z-Trip and the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office. Get your tickets today at the shopsatpiedmont.com. Use promo code The Ticket to receive 10% off your complete order. It's the Piedmont Oktoberfest, the shopsatpiedmont.com.
I wanted to quit for so long, but I didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think, but then I found the right support to start my recovery journey. 1 in 14 Americans reports experiencing a substance use disorder, a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, so there are a variety of options to explore and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible.
Paid for by the CDC, sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by music, art, community, and comfort. Home to a best-in-class beer experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. There is no better place to watch any Nebraska game other than the 50-yard line at Memorial Stadium. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
I'm sick of the chaos.
Yeah, I am too.
But some people love coaching searches. Like, they love it. This is fun for them. Some people would prefer that to having consistency and success, which is odd to me. But if you like chaos, that's your own thing, man.
I used to think that was about 3% of the fan base. Yeah, I'm going more toward 25% now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Wow, did you ever save me money on my car?
Yes, that's why our customers keep coming back.
How do you do it, friendly car dealer ?
We simply have low overhead and high trade-in values. The next line's yours.
Oh.
Ready for something better? Mullen Motors is a no-hassle, no-pressure dealership with financing available. Check out the inventory at MikeMullenMotors.com.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Breakfast tacos, brisket tacos, pork tacos, chicken tacos. You hungry yet? I can keep going. Pork or chicken, queso nachos, queso mac and cheese, hatch mac burritos. Now you're salivating. Muchachos is Lincoln's premier New Mexico barbecue fusion restaurant. And you can't miss them in their bright blue building. Pair that great food with delicious coffee for breakfast and a variety of local and national beers on tap the rest of the day. Order your food online at yomuchacho.com or visit them in person at Muchachos on South 11th Street between L and K Streets.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
My Shiro always goes the extra mile, stretches every dollar, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. Get free tips to help boost your retirement savings now at aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches
in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back. This is The Drive with AD and Raff. It's Thursday. We got a big game on Saturday. We got another sellout.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about that. A book that I'm reading right now, man, is a great read. It's called Discipline is Destiny. It's by Ryan Holiday. Discipline is Destiny. One of my favorite authors, man. And I love this where he talks about discipline. He says, of course, not everyone's problems are a result of plenty, but everybody benefits from self-discipline and self-control. Life is not fair. Gifts are not handed out evenly. And the reality of this inequity is that those of us coming from a disadvantage have to be even more disciplined to have a chance. Those of us coming from a disadvantage have to be even more disciplined to have a chance. They have to work harder. They have less room for error. Is that not what we're dealing with right now in Nebraska football? Those of us coming from a disadvantage. Here's what I'm being, folks, by disadvantage. We know we got some spots to fill on both sides of the ball. That means you got to work harder. You just got to work harder. And that's why I love the Nebraska versus Nebraska week. It's Nebraska versus Nebraska week. And Mickey was trying to find out, that coaching staff was trying to find out who's going to play, who loves football. Because everybody's saying we get a disadvantage right now. But you know what? When you give up 642 yards at the crib, at home, yeah, I think that's a pretty good statement that there's something that's going wrong. You got to work harder. That's the part. I'm not even focusing on the disadvantage part. I'm focusing on the work part. You got to work, man. So those numbers, Raff, as you talked about, dude, those numbers are real, man. I got some numbers for y'all, man. Some numbers, okay? And I want you guys to see what I'm talking about, okay? You know what I'm talking about. 25, 60, 385. What's the 25 stand for? If anybody get, I know this is a shot out of the dark.
25, 60, 385.
What, don't think about the other numbers. Just think about the number 25. 25 years since when? I'll give you a hint.
Oh, national championship.
The Natty. Exactly. 25 years.
Yikes.
25.
That puts everything into kind of perspective, though.
Exactly. Dude, I'm sitting there last night, and I'm just typing on my iPad, and I'm just kind of thinking about, I'm thinking, okay, Nick was -4. Years old.
Yeah, I wasn't even a thought.
You weren't even a thought yet.
Jeez.
I was 23. Raff was 23.
I was 10.
No.
Right, thank you.
You may have drank 10 beers.
Well, what's crazy too about
Raff
that
doesn't
is,
drink. Come on, Raff doesn't drink. He doesn't.
Yeah, what are you
consume
talking
alcohol.
about?
Oh, no, not at all.
Come on.
I'm down in the Bible Belt. We don't drink down here.
Bible Belt. Yeah, what that means? Moonshine. You make it at home.
I have never seen Raff consume one drop of alcohol while I've been hanging out with him.
Yeah. I'm an angel. I tell everyone that. Angel.
We have never taken shots. We've never taken shots.
But can you guys believe that it's been that Tom Osborne, like when I was a kid, or like even, right around, well, probably a little bit before Nick's age now, but in my life, I always thought that Tom Osborne would always be the head coach at Nebraska. That's just the way when we were brought up as little kids. And to think that he's been retired for the same amount of time that he coached at Nebraska is just crazy. Like he's been retired for 25 years now. And he coached at Nebraska for 25 years. That just blows my mind.
Do we think now, not to the level of success, obviously, but do we think that's how Iowa fans feel about Kirk Ferentz? Like growing up 5 years ago, just a coach that's always there.
It's always going to be there.
Always going to be there. Always going to be empty. Always an empty trophy case. No national championships.
And that's why that is why I prefaced it with not on the same level of success. I'm not trying to compare the two, but as Iowa fans, like Kirk Ferentz ain't never leaving. He's never leaving.
Uh-oh, there it is.
There it is.
If you're watching, if you're watching on the Zoom. Not on the Zoom, but if you're watching on YouTube or the Facebook Live, you can see the national championship ring coming in. I only wear it on very few. I wear it when I speak. some people kind of hear about it, but I don't. It's too gaudy.
He's always talking. It's on all the time, people.
It's too big, dude. I don't like wearing it just like daily because it's too big.
It's so gaudy.
It's pretty gaudy.
You know what's crazy too about it though is I would be curious from Iowa fans to ask them who is their all-time favorite coach. Would it be Kirk Ferentz or would it be Hayden Fry? Because Hayden Fry was pretty legendary in his time while he was at Iowa. So I'm wondering if Ferentz has passed him over as like the best coach in Iowa history, or
it's going to be interesting because, like you said, those fans that are really Nick's age, that's all they've really known is Kirk Ferentz. It's just been Kirk Ferentz. It was like us growing up with Coach Osborne. That was just the norm. That's just who we knew. That's what we did. Yeah. The other number I want to throw out to you guys is 60. 20 years, last championship. Why is 60 relevant?
You got to play 60 minutes of football to win the game.
not bad.
True. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's
pretty good. That's actually pretty good. It's not correct, but that is very good.
I have no clue.
And that's a shot in the dark for you guys too.
Yeah.
60 years is how long this sellout streak has been going on. 60 years is how long this sellout streak's been going on.
Yeah.
This one's going to be easy. 385.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where we're sitting at right now? And then 386.
That's where we're at right now. 385 is where we're at. So 25 was the first number I came out with. 25 years since the last natty. 60 years is how long this sellout streak's been going on. 385 is where we're at right now. Raff and Nick, I'm going to ask you this. And to the listeners on the text line, shoot us a text, 424-664-5685, or give us a call on the Hot text line, call line too. Let us know, is that a big deal to you? I'm going to ask you too, and I'll give my opinion here in a sec. Is that a big deal to you guys?
Go ahead, Raff.
I will say, to me, I did not think it was a big deal, but last night might have went out. Hey, I had water.
Hey, hold that thought, Raff, because here's what Bear says.
Oh no. What did
Bear say? Here's what Bear says. Raff doesn't drink, he chugs. Hey, if you're watching like this, here's Raff.
So
here's what Bear, you're spot on, bro.
he knows I might have partaken in a couple beverages with that guy, but that's neither here nor there. But so last night we go out, and so I'm in Alabama. So this is Roll Tide, War Eagle. But I was talking to another guy, a big Tennessee fan, and he comes up to me and he's like, "You guys are crazy. You guys sell out every single," and he's like, "And you're not that good, but you keep on selling it out." He goes, "You guys are the greatest fans I've ever seen." And that's coming from a Tennessee guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think around the nation, I think it's huge.
I think it is too, man. I think it's a big thing. And 7490 says the only exceptional thing we have left at this point is a sellout streak. It's the only thing left that makes Nebraska unique from everywhere else. Once we lose that, we're no different than any other school. It makes Nebraska football a special place. I think the streak and fan support help us get some recruits.
Yep.
If it's gone, then even recruiting here gets harder. Yep. And 7490, I think you're right on point, man. It's huge. Brian T says, always talk about work reminds me how hard my fat butt had to work to survive and graduate USMC boot camp. Yes, hey, but you know what? I'm not going to say you guys champ because I think that's sacred, Brian. Thank you for your service, brother. Definitely appreciate your service. Gabe says, good morning, gentlemen. I don't think it's a huge deal. It's still common, but it's something to be proud of, period. Although some of the seats are empty, that stadium always full. And for a team that's been struggling that much, I'm sure it helped recruiting as well. National perception, we go 3-9, and that stadium's packed. I'm not sure what would happen anywhere else in the nation. It definitely would not, Gabe. I appreciate the texting, Gabe. And Raff, what you just mentioned, man, it is true, man. It's people around the country look at Nebraska as a strange place, but also a special place, because nowhere else in the country, I can't say nowhere else. That's a pretty definitive statement.
But you look at it,
very few places.
You look at that though. Yeah, over the last maybe 5 or 6 years, has the streak maybe been assisted a little bit to keep it going?
Yeah.
But this school that we haven't seen a bowl game in 6 years.
6 years.
And we still solid for sure. 70 to 75,000 legit are there every single game. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, I was talking to the guy last night. I'm like, where does Nebraska rank in the Power 5 right now? I mean, we are down in probably the bottom 5% of teams in the Power 5. I mean,
you know what, Ralph? You saying that? It's truth. It's truth. I never thought I would see that, though.
I mean, neither. But we're still solid 75, 82,000 people at games.
You know, Tommy, Richie, appreciate it. Richie goes, huge deal. All these fans have been doing their part, which is true. To show up and keep going and support the team. If the streak breaks, I'm afraid it will be less important for people to keep being absent, going to absent tons of wins. Absolutely, Tommy. Yeah. And then, Richie, I appreciate that. Tommy says here, head coach Mickey Joseph's about to get Memorial Stadium packed and rocking. My man is an expert motivator. Yeah, that video, Tommy, was pretty dope yesterday that he showed on there. D-Ron, poop pants. I think that was a part of the reason why Frost was let go. None of the home games had sold out, including the next game against Oklahoma. You know what? Those are all factors, man, because and Raff and Nick, you've heard me say this a lot of times, man. And the listeners, you've heard me say this. The worst problem for an organization, whether it's a team, whether it's a company, etc., is not when people are complaining, not when people are on Twitter going nuts, some got some great points, some overboard. It's apathy. When apathy kicks in, when people would rather mow their lawn, go fishing, go camping, etc., on game day, that's when you got a problem. When people are aching and moaning, that's a good thing because that means they still care. And something I can't say, they still give a they still care. Yeah. But when they're not complaining anymore, that's when you better start worrying, because that's when they're going to start speaking with their wallets and saying, "Nah, man, I don't like this product. This is no longer this is not even entertainment to me anymore. This is like a bludgeoning."
When that early fall day comes where I see AD and AD goes, "Hey, let's go golf." Well, Nebraska kicks off at 1. Then that's when we'll have it.
Right.
And we're still we're not like that. I mean, we're still every week we're like, all right, Nebraska plays at 6:30. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go.
So
it's going to be different. So I think it's important. Give you a little timeline. I grew up 3 miles from the stadium. You've heard me mention this before. My brother was an equipment manager for the team. Coach Solich gave me my first job at about 11 years old. I was a ball boy at the football schools with Jeff Solich, and that's why I got so much love for Frank, because Frank gave me my very first job as a kid. I've been at that stadium since I was a kid, man. Watching.
You should have done a background check.
At 11, man. What do you think I was robbing candy stores? Stick them up. with my pencil sharpener and my trapper keeper. Nick, I'm going old school again, man. On the trapper keeper.
Hey, man, I know all about those.
Yeah, man. I had a trapper keeper that had Star Wars on it, man. So, that's why I got so much. The sellout streak. You think about this, you guys. I never thought I'd see Nebraska in the situation we're in right now, to where we're holding on by a very thin thread to hold on to some sacred record we have, which is the sellout streak, which is very important to me. To me, it's very important. And one of our texters texted in that was talking about that. I think that was it Richie Rich? Yeah, Richie Rich said that. He goes, it's a huge deal. And Richie Rich, I'm right with you. I think it's a huge deal in that there's a lot of records that we've put it this way. We've got some other records that are not in the good category. Yeah. 642 yards total offense. We gave it to Georgia Southern a few weeks ago, the most ever in Memorial Stadium history. I want to start. If there's one record, I'm just going to say this. I'm begging the fans. I get it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that Nebraska performance can say to you to keep coming, as far as performance-wise, but keep coming. Keep coming. Folks, we got a great thing at Nebraska. And like I said, as I was talking to you Tuesday or whatever it was, I was in St. Louis. Today I'm in D.C. Across the country, and I talked to you a few weeks ago, I was in Washington State, the other coast, and people there's an infatuation with Nebraska football. We're an enigma. People just can't understand it. Raff, like you said last night, the guy from Tennessee was like, I don't get it. You guys don't even, you haven't been winning and people still show up. If there's anything that we can still control, we can't control the outcome of the game. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. Very few things we can control regarding Nebraska football. We can't control butts and seats. I'm begging you. Show up. Keep supporting them. Keep supporting them. We're going to talk a little bit more about this, but we're also going to the mascot. Will Herbie Husker have a cell phone, tattoos, and saggy overalls? We want to talk about this. Trev talked about it. Nick, we want to get into this. We're going to take a break. Raff, take us out, baby.
All right, we'll throw it to break. This is The Drive with AD and Raff.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by music, art, community, and comfort. Home to a best-in-class beer experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. There is no better place to watch any Nebraska game other than the 50-yard line at Memorial Stadium. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Your high school football coverage rolls on right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me this Friday at 8 p.m. for a deep city rivalry between Lincoln Southeast and Lincoln Southwest. The Knights come in winners of 3 in a row and fresh off a big 56-35 win last Friday, while the Silverhawks continue their run towards the playoffs after dominating Omaha Bryan last week 56-0 and boasting a 4-1 record in 2022. Kickoff is scheduled for 8 p.m. and you can listen to all the action right here on your home for high school football, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Keep your tailgate cool with the dazzling hot deal from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase of only $1,500 or more. Take advantage of interest-free financing with no money down. Sartor Heyman has gorgeous jewelry in every price range, so buy her the diamonds she's been dreaming of and get instantly rewarded with a Yeti cooler for free. Offer ends soon, so hurry in and snatch up this cool jewelry jewelry deal. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de The Alzheimer's Association y The Ad Council.
They might win, they might lose, but either way, you have something to say about it. Don't miss the Husker After Party postgame show immediately following every Nebraska football game. Nick Sainert and Jake Bachhoven give instant reaction, quotes from the players and coaches, and take all your phone calls with thoughts on the game. It's the Husker After Party postgame show, only on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sponsored by Action Plumbing and Heating, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and Brent Excavating.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Mild and breezy conditions here for our Thursday, topping out with a high of 78. South winds could gust over 20 at times, with just a few passing clouds. Heading into tonight, we'll keep a little bit of cloud cover around the region, a low down to around 53. Warm and breezy again tomorrow. South winds gusting over 20 with a high of 82. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by music, art, community, and comfort. Home to a best-in-class beer experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. There is no better place to watch any Nebraska game other than the 50-yard line at Memorial Stadium. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket. We're proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. So apply today at sandhills.jobs. Sandhills.jobs. We're back. Herbie Husker. Herbie Husker.
Dude, okay, let me ask you all this, man. What do we do with Herbie? We keep Herbie the same or we change it?
I was thinking about this over the break. I think they should go back to like the 94-95 Herbie Husker.
I'm okay with retro Herbie. They just need, and I'm in the minority on this, they need to keep Little Red. Little Red is important.
Oh no. Well, I'm trying to figure out
I don't like that Herbie. I don't like
We're going Little Red in a second. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out with Terrell Farley. I'll kill you, AD. Terrell Farley.
Good Lord. Good morning, Terrell.
Good morning. The linebackers are always so aggressive, man. I'm like, we need to get him some coffee, man. I'm telling you, if I was the guy, I'd run him over when he came in the parking lot. Then I'd run though, because think about Terrell, he'd catch me though. That's the thing about it. Nick, to your point, why do you like Little Red?
Now, here's the thing. I grew up going to a lot of Nebraska men's and women's basketball games at Devaney. Yeah. So I actually, before, it was my first game my first actual regular season Husker football game that I went to was Ohio State versus Nebraska in 2012 or 20. I think it was 11 possibly, when Bowserman threw a pass like 40 rows up. It was when Luke Fickell was the interim head coach. Nebraska had the awesome come from behind win. Levante David stripped it out of the hands of the Ohio State ball carrier and things like that. That was my first regular season Husker game. Now, when I was growing up younger, I went to tons of basketball games.
Okay.
And the mascot that was always at basketball games was Little Red. And so I loved Little Red growing up. Didn't understand the infatuation with Herbie Husker, but now I like them both. And there's something special about Little Red being able to bounce on his head. All right. And
maybe Little Red been drinking.
Little Red, maybe. And Little Red gets a bad rap around here because everybody thinks we need to pop him at the 50-yard line and sacrifice him and bring Frank Solis back, and that will fix everything. Here's the thing. I will be permanently scarred, and the childhood version of Nick will be permanently scarred if I ever see or witness them literally pop Little Red. That's what people want to do.
See, Raff, go ahead, man.
I was just going to say that you might want to cue my Bronco music up, but
cue it up, Nick.
One of the original,
I gotta get ready.
One of the very first Little Reds. I actually believe he won a national mascot championship, actually. He's the one who invented like the head bouncing and the deflating and coming back to life and stuff like that. He is currently the mascot for the Denver Broncos.
Play it.
You must be crazy. Good.
And people hating on Little Red, like already on the text line. Bleep Little Red, Nick.
Good Lord.
Steve Farley loves Little Red.
Steve Farley says, I love Little Red.
Tiny
Eric
Pig
said,
says,
bleep Little Red.
Tiny Pig says, our Huskers have been playing like Little Red looks. Everybody talks about, how Little Red's like this freakishly looking baby. Have you ever seen Herbie without a hat on? Like, or can we talk like why does Little Red all the time get this flack and just all this crap for being a baby?
Hey man, they're killing Little Red on the text line.
They pop Little Red. They want to pop him. It's ridiculous.
All right, when I get back to Lincoln, we'll get the head Spirit Squad coach, and we'll get the historian of Nebraska Spirit on the show one day, so we can talk the history of Little Red and Herbie.
Aaron says, sorry, Nick, losing you, and I'm going to make everyone else happy. Sorry, bud.
Dude, mouth of the sound, Little Red scares children. # freak.
He doesn't. He didn't scare me as a little child. I was
He's
like,
a nice
dude.
guy.
I was like, Mom,
man.
Dad, he's bouncing on his head.
Hey, dude. Hey, Nick, I got to read some of these, man. I got to read. First of all, Terrell said he loves Little Red. Tiny Pig, our Huskers have been playing like Little Red looks. Gene says, dudes, here's the real issue. All hope lost when we went from being a Coke school to a Pepsi school. That's what really needs to go back to. Aaron, Gingerbeard, Little Red sucks. Scott, Little Red and Herbie need to fight it out in the middle of the stadium on the big red end. Mouth of the South, Little Red scares children. We talked about that. They should let people tackle Little Red. And Fred says, not Hoiberg. I don't get Little Red. I don't get the Little Red hate myself. The old fans thinks Little Red is the best mascot anywhere.
I agree.
Okay.
He was the first inflatable mascot in college sports.
You don't want to get rid of that. You don't want to get rid of tradition.
Well, Tater said they should have Herbie executed. They execute Little Red with a corn cob.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, man, what is the brutality?
With the I Love Corn song in the background.
You know what, Chief? Here's what I'm going to say. Okay. I don't understand Little Red personally because I grew up with Herbie. You know, the dude with the biceps. I don't know if he had biceps, but he had the corn stalk in his pocket. He had the bibbies on, man. He had the big hat. I mean, look. I mean, it's each their own. But I just don't get Little Red personally. I mean, he does things physiologically that are impossible. Who bounces on their head? If you bounce it on your head, you was drinking too much. You know what I'm saying?
Little Red liked to party back in my day.
Little Red liked back to party. So I don't know about that, but I do got some interesting things on mascots there. Okay, who was the first?
Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm gonna ask you this. Here, I got some questions for you. It's pretty cool. What mascot makes the most money in NBA?
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh, probably the Phoenix Suns, dude.
You saying Phoenix Suns? Text line, let us know. Which mascot do you think makes most money? You're gonna be tripping over this right here.
Yeah. Come on in.
Let us know. Who is the highest paid mascot in the NBA? Actually, all sports.
Hey, you don't talk about Little Red.
Thank
now.
you.
Yeah.
The black
Here we
shirt
go.
chimed in.
Little Red is the man.
Thank you.
You see how he
Here we
shakes?
go.
He just shakes like a little.
He can like bring his whole entire like mascot suit inside of him. Like it's wild what he can do.
Terrell, was Little Red there in 96, though, dude?
Yes.
Yeah, he was there in 95.
What time? When did Little Red get there?
About 95, wasn't it?
Because he wasn't there when I was there. Little Red wasn't there in 94.
I think 95.
Oh, yeah, he was there. He was there in 94. Yeah.
Well, shoot, me and him would have been on the sideline together. I should have known that, but I guess I wasn't paying attention.
You don't pay attention to the fourth quarter, so that's what.
That's right. I knew I wasn't getting into about the fourth quarter. That's when I started warming up. I was eating hot dogs.
Here it is. In 1993, this is from Huskers.com. In 1993, Lil Red was born, making Nebraska one of the few universities to feature two official mascots. Measuring in at 8 feet 4 inches tall, Lil Red marked the first inflatable mascot to be used in either college or professional sport.
Oh,
Little Red.
Hey,
Lil Red's special. Lil Red is special.
Hey, I thought somebody was in there. That's just a balloon.
No, there's somebody in there.
Yeah, I
There's
know. I know. I was finna say
it's remote controlled.
Remote control.
Yeah. All I'm saying is there's
destroy him.
No. Here's Rico. Get off. Here's the thing.
Rico.
here's how I feel about it. Anybody that is able to switch, like turn up the mascot costume upside down and be able to bounce on their head quick enough to where it looks somewhat natural, it needs to stay around forever.
Oh,
yeah. They rotate in that
Rico,
costume.
You're mad because Little Red's bigger than you.
Yeah, bigger and more athletic and cooler. They rotate quicker, and kids don't even have a clue.
How many times you think he shake a game? Like 1,000 shakes?
Probably
10,000?
Just the whole like inside out thing. Oh yeah.
Hey.
No. Anybody that can suck their nose into their body doesn't belong on this earth.
Something's wrong.
Lil Red can do it.
9292 got it right. Rocky from the Denver Nuggets. That's who the highest paid mascot is. That mascot, the highest paid mascot in professional sports industry is NBA's Rocky. According to Sapling, that dude makes $625,000 a year.
Yeah, Rocky's a real one.
Yeah, you know how he dunk? You ever seen him dunk?
625.
Maybe I should go try to be a mascot.
Rocky's a real one. He passed out once because they tried to bring him down from the top of the arena on like a cord. Passed out. You know he was passed out until he got to the floor and he just crumpled.
Oh my god!
Well, I like the mascot. I like the mascots in baseball that run around and then they knock each other down and stuff.
Yeah,
running around
like the sausage races.
Yeah, I like
Have you guys seen the mascot football games where they play the little kids?
Yeah, those are great. Yeah, those need to come back.
And the mascots just knock the heck out of those little kids. Oh, it's crazy.
They got that on Madden, like mascots.
They had it on NCAA. Yeah.
Well, here we have. I'm gonna read a few texts we got right here. So that was Thomas Lincoln says. Let me see. Nebraska starts to go downhill when Little Red starts to be more noticeable. That's true. Benny the Bull. No, it's not Benny the Bull. We already got it with Rocky. I appreciate that, brother. The OG inflatable doll. I'm not sure what that's about. Mouth of the South says the only way to accept Little Red is if T. Farley gets in that thing.
I can make it happen.
$600,000.
Honestly, there's a process.
I'll be the best little red they ever had.
Little red.
Hey,
Basketball games,
600,000.
and volleyball games, and all the other games. But
We
do
got
not-
9292 says Contrell open up for Waka Flocka Flame and sing I Got 5 on it again. Maybe bring back Tommy for a cameo.
My rapping days are over.
Are you excited for Waka Flocka Flame?
Waka
Flocka Flame's coming to Lincoln on Friday for Husker basketball opening night.
Brick Squad. He's got a mouthful of biscuit
he's
right
got
now.
a mouth. Yeah, he's mouthful of
Dry
biscuit.
as
Terrell's eating? When does Terrell eat?
I haven't been to a basketball game in a long time, but I'm just gonna wait for the game Saturday. I'm gonna go to the game.
Okay,
Nice.
it's on. The game's on Friday.
I want to be there to congratulate Mickey for his first victory. So
calling a shot right
Go to
now.
the basketball game on
thing's
Friday is free, so you go to that, and then you go to the football game on Saturday.
No,
He's got to be rested up and ready.
Hyped up by Waka.
Whatever you say. All right, let's take a break.
All right, we'll
Shout
go
out
for the break.
shout out to Little Red.
Little Red for life. Going to break on the drive. AD and Raff.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You're getting lots of steps in this fall between going to football and volleyball games. Are your shoes getting worn out? For the rest of September, when you stop by Brown Shoe Fit, you can take an additional 20% off the men's clearance rack sale price. The clearance rack has your favorite brands like Brooks, New Balance, Clarks, and more. Hurry in for the best selection in your size. The sale ends September 30th, so hurry in now for 20% off all shoes on the men's clearance rack at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
I'm sick of the chaos.
Yeah, I am too.
But some people love coaching searches. Like they love it. This is fun for them. Some people prefer that to having consistency and success, which is odd to me. But if you like chaos, that's your own thing, man.
I used to think that was about 3% of the
it's
fan
more than
base.
that.
Yeah, I'm going more toward 25% now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
If you need to sell equipment and trucks, Ritchie Brothers' new Lincoln Satellite Yard lets you free up space at your property and get local access to all Ritchie Brothers auctions. Drop your equipment off and sell it online at any Ritchie Brothers auction, Iron Planet, or via Marketplace E. The yard is at 8801 US 6 Lincoln. It's secure and makes for easy in-person buyer inspections and pickup. Take advantage of this yard to sell at Ritchie Brothers Great Plains Regional Auction, September 15th and 16th. For details, visit rbauction.com/Lincoln.
Keep your tailgate cool with the dazzling hot deal from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase of only $1,500 or more. Take advantage of interest-free financing with no money down. Sartor Heyman has gorgeous jewelry in every price range, so buy her the diamonds she's been dreaming of and get instantly rewarded with a Yeti cooler for free. Offer ends soon, so hurry in and snatch up this cool jewelry deal. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and things are cooking in Louisville. Right now, our pre-owned sales are off the charts, and we have loaded up the lots full of inventory. We've got a great supply of Sierras, Silverados, Tahoes, Yukons, and crossovers. Plus, we've got a great supply of back-to-school cars just in time for the big day. Don't forget about all of those new 2020 2022 and 2023 units arriving every day as well. So please take that short, money-saving drive down 144th Street or shop online at couplecars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Empire Fence and Netting in Waverly is now hiring for several positions. They're looking for a fence installer for both commercial and residential, for local projects, and ones that require travel. They also have openings for operators, dirt work, welding positions, and applicants with CDLs are very desirable. If you're looking for a locally operated business that provides excellent work for customers and great benefits and care for its employees, email info@empire-fence.com or give them a call at 402-682-7658. Empire Fence and Netting. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, Raff, you forgot to unmute yourself. Oh,
We're back. I'm sorry.
How about a rookie move there by Raff?
I was so excited to show the 1993 Little Red and Herbie pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're good together. Why can't we just keep them together?
They were such a happy family back then.
They were.
You know what? They were a happy family, but you know what, man? I'm gonna just say this. I might be the party poop or whatever. Man, Big Frank. Big Frank says we need to sacrifice both Little Red and Rhinestone Cowboy Herbie. Everything went down when we introduced those two. Why is all this sacrificing and killing and popping and shooting?
So Little Red comes in 93. National championship game, Florida State. 94, national championship game, won Miami. 95, national championship game, won Florida. He did pretty good his first 4 years out of the gate.
Yeah, you know what, man? I guess I'm cool with either. You know, it really doesn't bother me. I'm just be honest, I never understood Little Red. I mean, he does some crazy cool stuff with his body and the uniform and all the rest of that stuff, bouncing on his head. Nick, I don't want to blemish your childhood.
Oh, you are. You are. Go ahead, just throw the dagger in there.
No, it used to be my playground.
Yeah, he's all good. I want to get into this last segment though too. Mickey's speech yesterday to the team. If you didn't see, it was very short. Not even going to say speech, just kind of a quick word. He said, "Hunt or be hunted." He said, "We're going to go hunt." Some people, you know, I do this for a living. Motivate. First of all, folks, I'm not a motivational speaker. I hate when people say motivational speaker because I always think about, and Nick, you'll have to look this up on YouTube. Those of you that are over 30, you remember Chris Farley in the SNL skit Saturday Night Live. He was the motivational speaker, living in a van down by the river. You know, so I'm not a motivate. I don't think I'm a motivation. I like to hopefully think transformational, make you think differently. Because here's the deal: motivation only lasts so long.
True story.
Only lasts so long. You know, Raff, when you went into Farrell's, and here's a plug again for Farrell's. If you want to sign up, you still can. They do it Saturday. It's their first 10-week session. It starts, you get your testing. So again, if you want to do Farrell's, you want to make some difference body-wise, health-wise, I'll join you. Raff will join you when we're available in town. We'll do it. Get in touch with Jeff Essink. Check into Fitness Fanatics. But Saturday, so call in the station and ask about Farrell's if you do that. Motivation, you'll be motivated on Saturday. What about in 3 weeks, though? What about in 4 weeks when it's dark outside at 6 o'clock, 5:30? What about when it's cold outside? You say you're going to go run. In DC, there's a lot of runners here. People run all the time. But it's not motivation that keeps you going. It's purpose. So when Mickey gave that talk yesterday, it was inspirational because it made you think. If those players are just motivated, I don't want to motivate it. I want those guys transformed. That's what I want. Motivation lasts, man. It doesn't last long. I can say, because Raff and Nick, you both know I'm not a runner. If you see me running, there's a dog chasing me. Yeah. All right, I'm not going running for nothing. I enjoy working out at times, but there's times I don't want to work out. So it's not about motivation. It's about purpose. Mickey is trying to reinstill in those guys the importance of purpose. Why you're here. Again, as I always say, you don't play at Nebraska, you play for Nebraska. And that speech yesterday was hunt or be hunted. Nick and Raff, did you see that presentation? Did you see it on Twitter last night?
Yeah, and I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps, right? We talked about it yesterday, right? Where what's the best role for Mickey Joseph, right? And where does he excel at in what role, right? And things like that. And it shows that he excels in that capacity where he is the guy that conveys the message and gets the guys ready to go on Saturday. He needs to be in the process. He needs to be within it, within the locker room, talking to the guys, working with them on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
That's because what we've seen him high-fiving, him dabbing dudes up when they come into practice, getting the energy, getting the energy going right off the bat, I should say, and now closing it down with a speech like that or a message like that. It just shows that that's where he needs to be. That's where, and that's not saying that he can't be the head coach. I don't want to get that misconstrued where he can be the head coach and have that role. We just need to figure out somehow, some way that he is involved with the day-to-day activities because in the nitty-gritty part of the practices, because he's so valuable there.
Right. Mickey just has that it factor. And think about this, as someone on the text line mentioned, and we'll probably talk about this next week because I won't be around tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But Robert Doug from Lincoln says, if you talked about the Northwestern almost $1 billion stadium, yeah, we'll get to that next week for sure. That was cool. 95597 says the downfall of football is when we changed Herbie Husker. Maybe. Hammond Bean says 90K and Roman candle war all at Little Red.
See, this is all horrible. This is horrible. See, look at Raff's eyes. Raff's like, gee whiz, this is bad. All right, guys, we got one quick segment on the other side. You want to do Thursday night football predictions?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll read a few more texts. Let's do it.
All right, we'll go to break. This is the drive.
What is this?
The time on the ticket, 93.7. I got it. Woo! All right, we'll be back in a second.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hey guys, Nick Sadert here, and I want to tell you about my friends at Spine and Sports Chiropractic. I experienced a herniated disc in my lower back a few years ago, and thanks to the folks at Spine and Sports, I got back to feeling 100%. At Spine and Sports, they use the active release technique, which involves the soft tissue and can alleviate headaches, shoulder pain, plantar fasciitis, and more. What I like most about the ART method is that your doctor will construct a plan that fits your needs because the technique is not a cookie-cutter approach. Allow Spine and Sports Chiropractic to help you feel better. Set up your appointment today by giving them a call at 402-261-6841.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at nebraskaautodetail.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Your high school football coverage rolls on right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me this Friday at 8 p.m. for a deep city rivalry between Lincoln Southeast and Lincoln Southwest. The Knights come in winners of 3 in a row and fresh off a big 56-35 win last Friday, while the Silverhawks continue their run towards the playoffs after dominating Omaha Bryan last week 56-0 and boasting a 4-1 record in 2022. Kickoff is scheduled for 8 p.m. and you can listen to all the action right here on your home for high school football, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello. Good morning. Let's go. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Know you've been waiting.
Oh no, Raff is frozen. Oh, Raff, for the last segment, you're frozen. Oh wait, he might be back. He is back for a moment. Then he got frozen again. There he is.
Frozen again.
Just got to unmute himself. There he is.
I'm back again. I had a internet freeze there. I was unmuted that time.
There it is.
And we're back. This is The Drive, baby. Oh, and also I posted on my Twitter. I need more followers. That run of Maddox down here in Alabama, 7th grade football. Chris Raff 7. You got to watch this run.
Hey, folks, go do me a favor. I'm asking all the listeners to do a favor. Go follow Chris Raff on Twitter. Chris Raff, the number 7. Raff is spelled R-A-F-F. Chris Raff with a C.
I need it. I'll be able to follow people at some point again.
Can you follow anybody right now, Raff, or you still got to do some more up there?
Oh no, I'm still frozen. Still waiting for more followers, but you got to check out Maddox's run.
You probably should go through your following and
get rid of the bots.
Yeah, who you're following, the people that you don't want to follow anymore.
Yeah.
And just unfollow all those people.
Yeah, it's on my list. But the only way I can do that is if I'm like sitting on the computer, because on your phone it only goes down so far. I can't see the entire list. So
Gotcha.
One day I'll find it. I'm just hoping that I'll end up getting like 10 million followers, and then I'll be fine to follow anybody I want.
There you go.
We got
That'd
to
be great if any of us have 10 million followers.
What's that?
That'd be great if any of us got 10 million followers.
I think AD's at like 3.1 million right now.
That is true. AD's there and SIP's not far behind him.
Yeah, Sip won't even follow me. I don't even get that. Jeez.
Oh, really? Sip is intense. Here's the thing. So I actually told this story yesterday on the air. Sip and I were doing one of the early break shows, and we were on the phone. I called him the night before, like, "Hey, man, this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow." Just so he has an idea. And he's like, yeah, just send me the rundown on Twitter. And I was like, all right, I will do. And he goes, yeah, like I follow you on Twitter, don't I? I don't really know. I don't run my Twitter account. I don't really pay attention to my Twitter account. So I don't really know who I follow. And I'm like, Sip, you have like, I think it's 70-some thousand followers. I'm like, yeah, you know exactly how many people you have following you and who you're following.
You know what, fellas? I'm gonna say this for tonight's game. I'm excited to watch it. Again, I'm going to say 24-17 Fins. I'm sure Jake will be happy. That's my score.
Mm-hmm. Raff?
I'm going to go. Let's go 31-24. But Tyreek Hill is going to have over 200 yards receiving.
Okay. I like that. You're going Dolphins, Raff.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say, okay, so it's the 3.5-point favorite. The Bengals are actually a 3.5-point favorite going into tonight's game. The over-under is 47.5. I'm going to say 28-17. The Dolphins win, and I'm not going to go Tyreek Hill has over 200. I'm going to go Tyreek Hill has over 150, though. I think he's in that 150 to 200 mark.
Yeah, he's going to go nuts.
I think that they're going to have a tough time. They, being the Bengals, are going to have a tough time. Protecting Joe Burrow again.
Yeah,
that's my biggest concern, man.
It's in Cincinnati, correct? Because they're wearing the white uniforms.
Yeah, it's in Cincy. It's gonna be a game. I just don't want it to be like Sunday night's game and Monday night's game. Because I don't like what. Russ
you don't like
cooking.
Big Ten West master matchups?
Oh my gosh, man! Those two games were horrible.
I do have to ask, how did you guys like the picture of me picture that I sent you guys of where it says Russ cooking, and it's Frosted Flakes in a bowl of milk with 2 raw hot dogs on top of it, and here's what Russ with the caption of "Here's what Russ is cooking tonight."
Hey, dude, you nailed it.
That's my favorite go-to picture when any Broncos game is on.
Nick, you nailed it because
I love it.
In fact, Eli Manning on their show was teasing him. He goes, "They should have paid the punter $250 million rather than the quarterback $250 million."
I love it.
Did you hear Eli Russell yesterday in his press conference?
I didn't see it.
They asked him about it, and he goes, "Chad Powers."
Yeah,
3-0 against Chad. He goes, "That's 3-0 against Chad Powers." He goes, "I'm just fine."
I love it. All right, gents, we got about a minute left here before we get to the captain. Vershawn just waltzed right into the studio here.
What he does.
Buddy, how's it going, guys?
How's
everything hanging?
There he is.
Good to be seen.
I want a chicken sandwich, man. I'm hungry right now, man.
We got 45 seconds, gents.
You can get a chicken sandwich for any location you want.
I know, but I'm in DC, man. I don't know if they got them out here watching.
They got chicken. They might have church's chicken.
They might.
That good. Hey, folks,
all right, so all three of us are predicting a Dolphins win.
Yes, Nick and Raff will be with you tomorrow, folks. I will see you. I will talk with you on Monday. I'm looking forward to a Husker victory, Mickey's first in Nebraska, and looking forward to get it done, y'all. You guys have a great Thursday. Raff, take us home, baby.
All right, this has been The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll talk to you tomorrow.